Why is everybody now doing Devon's pronation lift? Guys, yesterday I made a video on where I talk about the recent workout that Denis Cyplenkov had. And, during the workout, Denis apparently has tried a bit of Devon's rise and pronation lift. Clearly not doing the way Devon does it, but still trying with a technique of his own. And, while watching that I was like, wow. Because it's funny to see that a couple of months ago, for an example, before Devon faced ERMES, some of the top athletes thought that Devon's lifts were a fluke, and that they wouldn't work if Devon had just that little of a range of motion. But that's where they were wrong. You see, before ERMES faced Devon, he was mocking Devon's training, saying that, in their match, he would like to see how his pronation, cupping, and multi-spinner would help him in any way on the match. And, at the time, I remember agreeing with ERMES, like, Devon has always been a beast and all, but comparing Devon versus Levan with ERMES versus Levan, in my mind then, there was no way for Devon to get the upper hand. But, as luck would have it, Devon's specific training did work, and ERMES was completely swept. Then, after the match, on ERMES review, he said that he was training more of his body and arm for this match, and not much of his hand, as he's supposed to. A couple of days go by, ERMES heals up from the match, and posts his first training after Devon. And, as expected, ERMES would be training his hand, but, since he was defeated by Devon, he then really acknowledged the pronation training, then he started doing himself. And I don't think we can say that this is an isolated case, since Devon has also faced Denis Cyplenkov after he defeated ERMES, and as we know, Devon looked like the much more dominant man on that match. Then later on, as we saw, Denis started doing a bit of Devon's rise and pronation lifts. Denis also said on that same video that he has seen what his mistake was, like, he said that he only was fighting on the defensive, and now he is focusing more on having the center from the go. So, if Denis wants to get more of the center, and he is also training rising and pronation, he is on the right track. You see, pronation and rise aren't really lifts to have mass building on the arms like most people thought. The reason why Devon literally just lifts the weight a few inches from the ground then lets go of it is because, if he can lift it on the position that he is, the same can translate to the table. Meaning that, if he stops his opponent then get the center, he has full control of all the rest of the match. This is why Devon's training is so efficient. But, due to Devon's whole structure, I believe that's a style of training that fits him. And I don't know if the same effect will happen if people like ERMES, Denis, and even Levan start doing that training often. What do you guys think about the rising and pronation lift? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.